seated. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of St. Anthony College of Nursing, I would like to welcome you to the December 2024 Commencement Ceremony. I'm Dr. Charlene Aaron, and I serve as the president of St. Anthony College of Nursing. Welcome to all of you. We're really excited about our ceremony this afternoon. Dr. Carson, would you open the ceremony with a prayer, please?
Let us bow our heads and pray. Heavenly Father, be with us this day as we celebrate these graduates from St. Anthony College of Nursing. You have been by their side throughout their education, and we continue to ask you for your guidance as they move into the next step of their lives. We ask that you surround those who are graduating with your grace, bless their families and support persons who have stood by their sides as they completed their education. Bless these graduates with enthusiasm as they move into the future with eager and open hearts and minds. Help them to put the knowledge, skills, and insights gained through their education to good works as they care for your people. Inspire them to believe in the goodness of life, even when faced with challenges and difficulties. As they commence with the next chapter of their lives, may they grow in confidence in their new roles in the nursing profession. Amen.
Good afternoon. Members of the class of December 2024, your families and friends, members of the college board, administration, and faculty, I bring you greetings. On behalf of the college board, I extend our sincere congratulations to the candidates for these degrees. We recognize your hard work and commitment and look forward to the service that you will undertake as you join the ranks over 100 years of alumni who have provided devoted and caring service to our patients. It is an honor here today to offer the commencement address is Leslie Anderson, the Vice President of Ethics for OSF Healthcare, where she serves the ethics strategy and agenda across the system, and it leads a wonderful team of ethics. In her role, she focuses most of her attention on organizational ethics and also serves clinical ethics for Princeton, Kewanee, Galesburg, Monmouth, and Alton. Along with being a theist, Leslie is also an educator, formation leader, a nurse, a wife, and a mother. Leslie has worked in healthcare over 20 years. Prior to her current position, Leslie worked in mission as the Vice President of Ministry Formation and Director of Mission before that. She joined OSF Healthcare 15 years ago as a graduate assistant and then full-time faculty at St. Francis Medical Center, College of Nursing in Peoria. While at the college, Leslie had the opportunity to work as an ethics consultant for St. Francis Medical Center. Leslie taught ethics and served clinical in the emergency nursing elective for the second semester senior nursing students, as well as clinical for the first semester nursing students. Before joining OSF, Leslie was a nurse in the emergency department and was certified in trauma and sexual assault nursing. In 2018, Leslie completed her Doctor of Clinical and Catholic Bioethics at Loyola University in Chicago. She has a Master's of Theology and Bioethics from Holy Apostles College and Seminary. She also has an MSN in Nursing Education from St. Francis Medical Center College of Nursing. And she also completed her Bachelor's of Nursing from Southern Illinois University in Edwardsville. Please join me in welcoming Leslie Anderson to the podium as our December 2024 commencement speaker.
Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. Welcome to this cold Friday, right? Well, welcome, esteemed faculty and staff, proud family members, honored guests, and most importantly, all of you incredible OSF St. Anthony Medical Center College of Nursing class of 2024 graduates. When I became a nurse, I never imagined that I would one day have the opportunity to reflect on our profession and celebrate with all of you. Today, you reach a very important milestone in your life. It truly is an amazing accomplishment, which you should be proud. This milestone is too important not to take the time to pause and reflect on its significance in your lives. I'm sure there were days you thought you might not get here, but you are all here. You have come to this moment because of many other moments in your life that led you here. What were they? How did you reach your decision to enter the nursing profession? What led you to seek such an amazing opportunity to serve people in some of their best and hardest times? Though you may not have recognized them at the time and may not even recognize them now, one day you will see the events that led you to nursing. This thread connects deeply to your life's purpose and brings you meaning. And even if it isn't now, someday it will become clear that your choice to become a nurse, and for some of you to seek a graduate degree in nursing, is not an accident or something that just happened to you. It was intentional and a part of something far greater in design. I remember important moments in my own personal journey that led me to nursing, to teach nursing, and eventually to ethics. My desire began with my grandmother. My paternal grandparents were two of the best people I've ever known. They held high expectations of us and always made sure we knew when we could do better in a situation. Yet they were kind and gentle in their approach. My grandmother in particular was so caring. She wasn't a hugger or overly affectionate, but you always knew she loved you and she only wanted the best for you. Her desire, she always told us, was to become a nurse. But it was not meant to be. When World War II ended, she and Grandpa started a family, and though she lived life to the fullest, she never fulfilled her dream of becoming a nurse. We all knew that she would have made the best nurse. She was firm when it came to expecting us to make good choices, but she was gentle and kind, like I said. Her dream of becoming a nurse was fulfilled, though, through 4 of her 6 granddaughters. We all desired to live like her, with integrity and gentleness, and discovered we could do this through nursing. I share the nursing profession with my cousins and my sister, who is an APN. We are all nurses, even though our daily work and family practice, dermatology, compliance, quality and safety, and ethics look so different. My experiences as a nurse shaped who I am, and I believe has made me a better person. As an emergency nurse, I have seen terrible situations where the world was unkind to so many people, whether that was through accidents, abuse, unfortunate and unfair health conditions, or those persons failed by society who fell through the cracks. On the other hand, I have seen God in so many people, the faculty, patients, and families who have shaped me, the co-workers who have loved and supported me, and so many others who have touched me in ways I will never forget. As many of you will, I still remember caring for my first patient who died. She was a woman who had a perforated bowel and was septic. She had come to the emergency department too late. By the time the surgeon saw her, she was dying. The surgeon offered to take her to surgery, but admitted she would probably die in surgery. Her daughters chose instead, then, to spend the last few moments with her. As death drew near, the woman's care team and daughters circled around her, held hands, and the chaplain began to pray. Looking at the monitor, I noticed when her heart stopped during our prayer. Everyone in that room felt what couldn't be fully put into words. The moment was deeply sad, yet sacred and hopeful. After saying goodbye to their mother, the daughters turned to me and offered me a hug. They knew I was new, and they wanted to embrace me. I realized in that moment I was privileged to share in this experience that was so sacred to them. 20 years later, I have never forgotten that privilege, and nor have I taken it for granted. That beautiful moment was only one of many powerful experiences I have encountered in my career. However, not all of my experiences in my career have been beautiful. Many were hard. Many took something from me. I saw the beauty, but also the brokenness, and it was easy to become broken myself. I saw other nurses who had broken, who sought unhealthy ways of coping with the tremendous sadness and stress we experienced. Yet I saw so many more who rallied around one another and cared for each other in the solidarity of their suffering. There were also the wonderful leaders who supported me and picked me back up when I needed a hand. I remember one especially hard night. My boss had come in to check on me on the night shift. Sitting in the closed section of the emergency department, I sobbed. I didn't believe or didn't feel I had enough time that night to be the nurse I wanted to be. But I still remember that moment clearly, even though I don't remember what she said, where we sat, what her posture was like. She was able to provide some much-needed reality therapy, reminding me of the great things I had accomplished for the patients. I felt loved and supported. Nursing is made up of many privileged, joyful, and difficult moments where patients and their families invite us into the sacred. They invite us to share in their happiest, hardest, and most vulnerable times. They teach us something about being human and things about how to be a nurse that no textbook could ever teach. We are better for their invitation. As a nurse, these collective experiences, the good, the bad, the mundane, and the example of my own nursing faculty led me to the realization that I was called to nursing education through which I could educate, form, and support nursing students and other nurses in their work. As I began my time as faculty at the College of Nursing and reflecting on my time at the bedside where I often felt unequipped for the ethical questions that confronted me as a nurse, I was especially drawn to ethics, to work in clinical and now organizational ethics. This work in education and beyond has given me the opportunity to support my fellow nurses when they encounter moral and ethical questions, and I realize the sacredness of these moments. Through my work in ethics, I engaged with nurses in some of the most vulnerable moments as they ask the questions that lead to self-discovery. What a privilege to support nursing students and my fellow nurses at the bedside and all levels of leadership in a very real way. So our code for ethics for nurses states that the ethical tradition of nursing is self-reflective, enduring, and distinctive. These three qualities inform every aspect of a nurse's life. So let me reflect on these three qualities and offer just a few bits of advice before I end. First, nursing is self-reflective. I encourage you to never forget to create space for self-reflection about your own work and nursing as a profession. We don't do this enough, yet it is vital to continue the hard work of nursing. We often fail to see the beauty amidst the hard things. Look for it. It is there. Keep inviting yourself and your fellow nurses to see the beauty of nursing, even and probably especially with the hard days. Nursing is enduring. While we do not spend every moment performing the duties of our profession, nursing is a calling that shapes who we are, whether we are at work or not. Though I may not work within the nursing structure any longer, nursing is my first profession. When I gauge in ethical discernment, I do so as a nurse. Nursing has and will forever continue to shape and guide my personal and professional life. Whether you are receiving your BSN or your DNP today, this is a moment by which you are forever changed. Take time to celebrate yourself in this moment and to celebrate one another in our shared profession. And finally, nursing is distinctive. We work with many different healthcare professionals, and we need each of them for the betterment of healthcare and our patients. The characteristics of nursing practice that distinguish it from other professions you bring as a nurse are important, critical to good patient care at the bedside and beyond. You matter. Our profession matters. Never forget that. Speak up when you need to speak up, not only for your patients and their loved ones, but also for yourself and the profession. Have courage to say the things that need to be said. Be curious, humble, and open to admitting there may be other voices or information you may not have but need in the moment. Pause in the busyness of nursing to gather your voice and seek greater understanding of the situation at hand before acting. And don't be afraid to speak boldly, yet lovingly. Today you are dedicating your life to the service of life by personal invitation. What greater calling could you ever fulfill? Thank you for saying yes. I am overjoyed to share this beautiful profession of nursing with each of you. To those graduating or receiving graduate degrees in nursing today, thank you for advancing not only your careers, but our profession through your scholarship and dedication to nursing. To the undergraduates graduating today, I join the grad students and your dedicated nursing faculty in welcoming you into our shared profession. This is an awesome truth here that you must never forget as you begin the next chapter of your life's journey. Nursing is an expression of who you are and always will be. The profession of nursing is a calling, and you have been creatively and lovingly formed by God and led to this moment in your life. And I am privileged to share this moment, this life milestone with all of you. Your love, your commitment, and your passion have and will continue to bless people's lives and to bless the world. Many of you will remain within OSF. Some of you will depart for other wonderful opportunities. All of you will forever be a part of our OSF healthcare family and will remain in my heart and in my prayers. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you.
Thank you very much for that compassionate message with strategic guidance for all of our graduates, Dr. Anderson. Let's give Dr. Anderson another round of applause. The completion of a nursing degree requires the support of a large collection of people. Will the grandparents, parents, aunts, uncles, and godparents of these graduates please stand? Thank you. The graduates thank you for your unending support and continuing prayers to sustain them. To the spouses and children, the graduates thank you for your love and for being outstanding about all the days that this graduate was busy learning and doing college work. Let's have a round of applause. To the siblings and best friends, thank you for being the confident cheerleader and calming influence. To the faculty and staff, the graduates, thank you for sharing your knowledge and holding high expectations of them, but mostly for the encouragement you provided. Academic excellence is also demonstrated by membership in Sigma Theta Tau, the International Honor Society of Nursing. Will the graduates, faculty, and other members of St. Anthony College of Nursing Phi Omicron chapter and any other chapter please stand and be recognized? Thank you.
And now the moment you've come to see. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice please stand?
Dr. Aaron, it is my pleasure to recommend these students for the Doctor of Nursing practice degree. The candidates have completed the requirements for the Doctor of Nursing practice as prescribed by the faculty and college board. I hereby recommend these graduates for the degree as stated.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of St. Anthony College of Nursing and the State of Illinois, and on the recommendation of the Dean and faculty, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Nursing practice with all the rights and privileges pertaining hereto to the candidates listed in the program and presented in this ceremony.
Tina Hudzinski Newell, Quick Tip Profile Card for Autism Spectrum Disorder. Mary Lynn Williams. Nursing Perspective on African American History of Medical Mistreatment. Recipient of the Honorable Mention Poster Presentation Award at the Fall 2024 Scholarship Day Symposium. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science of Nursing please stand? Dr. Aaron, it is my pleasure to recommend these students for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. These candidates have completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing as prescribed by the faculty and college board. I hereby recommend them for the degree as stated.
Upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty and the authority vested in me by the State of Illinois and the Board of St. Anthony College of Nursing, I confer upon the candidates listed in the program and presented in this ceremony the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing with all the rights and privileges pertaining hereto.
Since there are a number of graduates, I would ask that you hold your applause until all of them have received their degrees. Undergraduates who have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.79 are receiving the honor of cum laude, which means with praise, and are identified as wearing a white cord. The silver cord signifies the honor of magna cum laude, or with great praise, awarded for a cumulative grade point average of 3.8 to 3.89. And graduates with highest praise have gold cords, indicating summa cum laude honors for earning a grade point average of 3.9 to 4.0. Thana Al-Hassan. Jordan Bailey. Carla Botsak. Josie Burns. Brenda Cazares. Diana Centino, Service Excellence Award. Rachel Cordell. Courtney Crenshaw. Elizabeth Garnecka. Artasia Gill. Lexi Goodall. Jada Harris. Abigail Hayful. Maggie Henthorne. Michelle Hernandez Vasquez. Melina Jones, Service Excellence Award. Logan Knows, Service Excellence Award. Emma Larius. Christina Miller, Service Excellence Award. Callie Palmer. Rachel Rittmeyer. Paige Slothauer. Kyram Smith. Sarah Smith. You may be seated. It is my privilege at this moment to call upon Rachel Cordell, a recent graduate of the BSN program, to give the undergraduate address.
I'm much taller than they are. It's not staying. Okay. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud family and friends, and most importantly, the remarkable graduates from St. Anthony College of Nursing. My name is Rachel, and I was selected to take the stage to share my insights, hopes, and treasured farewells on behalf of all of my peers in front of me. To be honest, I was quite nervous coming into this, as I never planned to informally take the role of our class's voice, but here I am, illuminated on this stage with great excitement and honor, a little bit of fear, and mixed with a hint of nostalgia to celebrate this milestone. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. It's embarrassing. Okay. All right. Today we stand at the turning point between the classroom and the complex realities awaiting outside, embracing the beginning of our career on one hand and the closure of baccalaureate study on the other. We are here to celebrate our remarkable journey defined by relentless studying and the sometimes chaotic dance between uncertainty and triumph. We are emerging from nursing school, ready to step into a world that awaits our eager hearts and skilled hands. We must remember as we step forward that we are not just exiting the doors of St. Anthony, but instead we are immersing ourselves in a legacy that speaks loudly to our community. When preparing for this speech, I was reminded of the profound truth that binds us all, that nursing school is incredibly hard, and honestly, to put it that simply would be an incredible understatement. I know there was a time where you thought to yourself that doing just about anything else might yield a better result, and that maybe switching career paths to something a little less stressful, like a grocery store greeter, or like what my grandpa does, he works at a golf course, and he says it's a nice gig. I often considered it. But since we've made it past that point, I wanted to remind you of an oftentimes forgotten achievement of becoming a nurse. You are now seen as a readily accessible medical expert in the eyes of your family and friends. They will now come to you, if they haven't already, and ask you about all their medical concerns, assuming that you have a deep understanding of all health conditions and all the treatments for it because of your training. After, of course, being happy to help and Googling the symptoms yourself so you look like you know what you're talking about, you can follow up all medical suggestions with, "Remember, if I'm wrong, I'm not a doctor." We are part of a small percentage of individuals who not only have the tenacity to pursue a nursing degree, but also possess the understanding of the persevering journey it demands of us. Our family and friends and significant others can stand beside us, providing us much needed love and support, but they can only attempt to understand the intricacies of our struggles. We can all relate to the juggling act between needing to prepare for a grueling patho exam or wanting to attempt a family commitment. The late-night cramming sessions that are made by our decision are illuminated by the glow of our computer screens as a testament to the sacrifices we made to our education. Together, we've shared a multitude of experiences, the electrifying high of passing ATI assessments against the odds, and the crushing lows of deeply investigating complex cardiac pathophysiology, or navigating the nuances of maternal and newborn care. Remember those moments as the sweat on our brow collected and we embraced daunting content, or the echoes of laughter as we grappled with topics that made our heads spin. We've stood together, fearlessly turning those moments of frustration into stepping stones towards our goal. Somehow, amidst a whirlwind of clinical rotations, rigorous academics, and sleepless nights, we've made it this far, even when it felt impossible. There were days where darkness swirled around us and moments we thought we would crumble under the weight of it all. But look at us now. Sorry, it hit the microphone. All right, look at us now, looking back at the challenges we faced together with unwavering determination. As we embark on this journey, you may encounter a persistent shadow whispering doubts into your ears, the embodiment of what we call imposter syndrome. This voice may tempt you to question your capabilities and downplay your knowledge, yet I am here today to remind you that you are more than prepared. Imposter syndrome itself is a shared battle, so just remember you're not alone, as I too struggle with the fact that I can no longer say, "Let me go ask your nurse." We will face new challenges that provoke feelings of fear and apprehension, but we will also encounter triumphs we once thought were beyond our reach. The responsibility of caring for patients in vulnerable states is overwhelming. However, despite these fears, you must embrace the responsibilities with bravery and determination. Because nursing is a journey filled with challenges, but it's also filled with growth and the immeasurable potential to change lives. Embrace that. Knowing that the triumphs ahead are often the result of facing fears and stepping bravely into the unknown. The impact you can have on each patient is profound, for they are the trusters in your capable hands and believe that you have what it takes to offer them hope. As the years unfold before you, don't become merely experienced nurses. Strive to be the nurturing element in your workplace and the advocate for patient rights. Nurses are entrusted with the power beyond any title, the power to heal through kindness, and the ability to balance the scales in a world that often feels tipped towards despair. Remember, you have the remarkable gift of making someone's darkest day a little brighter just by showing up authentically and caring deeply. Before I close this out, I wanted to share a quick memory of the battles we fought within the ATI program. For some context, written into the nursing school curriculum, it is required to take what seems like an endless amount of comprehensive exams. The program for which we used was called ATI. I'm sure many of you in the audience recognize this term. During these tests, we would stare at the questions that oftentimes didn't even seem to be written in English, or our minds would be racing, dissecting each of these answers, trying to recall all the pages of notes that we crammed into our memories. And then, when fate kissed us with a dash of luck, upon clicking the answer button, the warm glow of accomplishment washed over us as a crisp lime green box appeared on our screens, bringing with it not just the word correct, but a smiley face. That smiley face proclaimed our moment of victory, and for just that fleeting instant, we had cracked the code of knowledge and untangled the web of doubt. The truth is, as we bid farewell to the world of exams and preparations, it is bittersweet that we'll never see that green smiley face again. Going forward, carry the spirit of that fantastic green box with you in your hearts. Find a new green smiley face that encourages you and shows you just how much you're capable of when you forget. I urge you not to rush into the next phase, but instead to embrace this exhilarating process of becoming. Though we often yearn to fast forward through the marathons of tests, clinicals, and assumptions about what the future might hold, we stand here today floored by the realization that right now is what we had prayed for. Looking toward the imminent transition from students to coworkers and from dreamers to doers, you have not only faced every challenge head-on, but you've risen to every occasion, regardless of the uncertainty each moment presented. Together, we did what we set out to do. Let it be proudly known that you've earned this. Thank you. I have to go because we have a test to study for.
Thank you very much for your humorous and inspiring message, Rachel. Well done. At this time, I would like to invite Paula Kerensky, President of OSF St. Anthony Hospital, to the stage. Come join me. Yes. Hi, Paula. Paula is retiring in January, and I wanted to recognize her for her leadership at the hospital and college board membership and serving as a role model for our current nursing students and our graduates. Paula graduated from St. Anthony School of Nursing in May of 1985. She began serving the ministry in 1985 as a cardiac staff nurse. Throughout the years, she advanced to manager and director of various clinical areas. In August of 1999, Paula was named Chief Nursing Officer, serving in that position until 2013. While serving as Chief Nursing Officer, Paula led OSF St. Anthony to their first magnet designation in 2005. For the past 11 years, Paula has served as president of OSF St. Anthony Hospital. We just want to thank you very much for all of your service.
Thank you. That's very kind.
It's all right. We wish you well.
Well, this was totally unexpected, and all of you who know me, I'm not fond of surprises, but what a beautiful surprise this has been. You know, day one, I remember it like it was yesterday, where I walked into my first job as a cardiac nurse full of hopes and dreams and inspiration about how I was going to have an impact on one life at a time. And little did I know, 39 years later, that I had walked into an organization that was going to take my soul and keep me fulfilled for 39 years. I've been honored to serve, and that's exactly what you're all going to do, is serve with the greatest care and love no matter where you go. One of my favorite quotes is from Gandhi, and he says, "The best way to find yourself is to immerse yourself in the service of others." And that's exactly what I've done and exactly what you'll do, and it'll be so fulfilling, and it's a gift and an honor to be among fellow nurses. And if there's any way in the future that I can help any of you, please let me know. Dr. Ahrens, thank you so much for this acknowledgement.
Will all of the graduates please stand? Families and other honored guests, I present to you the class of December 2024 from St. Anthony College of Nursing. You may be seated for the closing prayer. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you to move your tassels. Move your tassels from the right to the left. Sorry about that.
All right, now we're on to the final blessing and then celebrations afterwards. So if we could all pause and bow our heads. Let us unite our hearts in prayer and entrust to the hands of the Lord those who will be graduated today. May God, who began this good work in you, carry it through to completion, enabling you to use your talents to the fullest. May God give you the grace to make wise choices and to be faithful to your commitments, always confident in the support of those who love you. May God bless you with discomfort at easy answers, half-truths, and superficial relationships, so that you will live deep within your heart. May God bless you with anger at injustice, oppression, and exploitation of people, so that you will work for justice, equality, as well as peace. May God bless you with tears to shed for those who suffer from pain, rejection, starvation, and war, so that you will reach out your hand to comfort them and change their pain into joy. May God bless you with the foolishness to think that you can make a difference in the world, so that you will do the things which others tell you cannot, or which others tell you cannot be done. May your integrity be a gift to the world, and may the Spirit of God be with you always. Amen.